From right field on the south side of Chicago, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Mets going up against the Chicago White Sox. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Chambi. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And getting the start for the White Sox, Jonathan Cannon. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you know, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Just about ready to roll. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Hammered, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Here's Juan Soto, hitting a ton of homers this year, second most in the National League. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. Juan Soto goes deep, his 41st home run of the season, and the Mets jump in front. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Bichette up to the dish. And first offering is fouled off.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Bichette starting as the designated hitter. He made his big league debut when he was just 21 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. The 0-2. Got him swinging. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Francisco Alvarez.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, you know, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
And a base hit. And a man aboard. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. And up next for New York, Francisco Alvarez.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Fielding for the wall. Makes the catch and foul ground. Both runners able to move up a base, so it'll be second and third with 2 gone.
Third baseman,
Ronnie Mauricio now.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
Swing and a pop-up. Murakami settles underneath it. And that is that. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching White Sox baseball on the show, Chicago. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And taking the ball for the Mets, David Peterson. What do we have on him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox. The Mets looking to build momentum towards the postseason, and a win here would certainly help.
And every game seems bigger once you get past the All-Star break, Boog. Some teams get paralyzed by that pressure, but the best teams rise to the moment.
To the right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
This lefty matchup thing's not going so well.
Second, right fielder, Austin Hayes.
And now it's Austin Hayes.
Right. Woo.
Here we go, Austin.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. That's down. One hops off the wall. Coming home. The relay. He's safe. It's 2-1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
Now it's the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. 0-1. Man at second. And there's a foul ball. Chris, he's been one of the most powerful hitters in baseball this year. His home run numbers are good enough to put him top 5 in the league. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Not close, and it deflects away. Runner steals third, though they get the out on the drop, strike 3.
Left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. And a big factor for them in recent games, Miguel Vargas.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Benintendi in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. One away with a runner at third here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Next offering is fouled back. Oh, 0-2 now.
That's the ball.
Good job to fight that one off. One away with a runner at third.
Oh!
In the air, left field. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. Hey, scores! We are tied at 2. And he'll reach second with one away.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
One out, runner at second. Luis Angel Acuna steps to the plate for the White Sox. And a big swing and a miss. Oh, 1 now. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Tied up here in the early going. Up the middle, a sliding stop, over to first, and he beats the throw, shows off the wheels right there, an infield single.
That's why you run hard, 90 feet, take nothing for granted, especially when you've got great speed. I'll take the infield knock.
The switch-hitting catcher will come up to hit, Edgar Carroll.
That's out the corner.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Two on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. And the count is 1-1. Gets him to chase after that one. Out to short, Lindor. There's one.
Oh.
Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. We head to the second on the south side. We are tied 2-2. This is White Sox baseball on the show, Chicago.
I'm always hype, never exhausted. I'm making moves just like my boss did. Now I've taken that position and thought of the place I'd like to live in.
Here on the south side, all set for the start of the inning. Luis Robert Jr. up now for the Mets. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff to the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though. Boog, Rusty Valentine umpiring behind the plate in this one. He has what you might call a tall strike zone, both at the letters and down below the knees.
Yeah, and I'm sure that helps a lot of pitchers we see today who like to work up, down, trying to change eye levels and swing paths.
Yeah, exactly.
Stays alive. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
On the ground. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And next for the Mets, Jared Young.
That's the ball.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the second. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-1. That clips the corner. Left field. And there's one away.
Up next for the Mets, shortstop Francisco Lindor.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. He's 1 for 1, led off the game with a single. There's a strike.
It was a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Nope, that's low.
Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. One out and a runner at second here in game 1 of this 3-game set.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty nasty. Now he's challenging to call strike. So the call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. Juan Soto now. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up. Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Man on second, 2 down. Ground ball to the right side. And foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Man at second.
Ball 1.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two now. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him swinging for the K. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. Down to the bottom of the second. We are tied 2-2. Back back at right field. Bottom half of inning number 2. Lenny Sosa steps to the plate for the White Sox. Sosa launched a homer in his most recent game.
Nope. Ball 1.
And it's even up. On a line. 1 away.
Batting 8th, second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Chase Maidron. He's going to finish with a new career high in stolen bases, Chris.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. The underhand flip, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Now it's the DH, Miguel Vargas. Almost got him.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Two down, nobody on. Tap foul at the plate. Bounced up the middle. Lindor there with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. We move ahead to the third, tied 2-2.
When you say it, better say it with your chest. I told y'all, believe me. Yes, your reign is over. We got next. If you say you ought to.
Back here on the south side. Well, Singy, we talked him up at the top of the broadcast, firing on all cylinders coming in, but haven't seen the same dominance today.
Well, it's still early, but the sharpness hasn't quite been there. Feels like he's just one adjustment away from flipping the script.
Ground ball right side. Murakami takes it to the bag. One pitch and one out.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Close, but called the ball. And that's ball 1.
Ball.
That one at the knees for a strike. Three, 2 now. Can't glove it cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, but it's not in time. Base hit.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
So up next for New York, Brett Beatty. Single to right in his first trip. Popped in the air. Left field. Benintendi settles under it, and there's 2 down. Throw sails over his head at first.
Up next for the Mets, catcher Francisco
And here's a look at
Alvarez.
how he's using his pitches in this one. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Flied to right his first time. Splits the plate, strike one. And that one is lifted in the air. Acuna under it. And that is that. One hit, one left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. We are tied 2-2.
Can't sleep, but I it's a must. You see, eyes wide open. I see.
Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers.
Dominate the game like we supposed to. I'm just staying in my lane and I'm supposed to. Be 100 ain't a thing. I ain't checking for no lames. Only gang with the dudes that I'm close to. I don't ride a wave, I just float through. Drawing up the plays.
Hey!
Deal 2. And a swing and a miss. One gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Now the number 2 hitter, Austin Hayes. Short hop liner, handled it short. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the White Sox, the shortstop, Colson Montgomery.
So digging in, Colson Montgomery. He's 0 for 1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Chris, he's their team leader when it comes to RBIs. Two down, nobody on. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the White Sox, left fielder
Andrew Benintendi steps up. He doubled home a run in his first AB. In the air to left center. Robert on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. So one hit is all they get. 3 innings complete. We are tied 2-2. Here on the south side, new inning getting started. Ronnie Mauricio up now for the Mets. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Mauricio measures 6 feet 4 inches, 24 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Out towards right center field. Acuna snags it on the run.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Ooh.
The 0-1. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So up next, Jared Young. Fly to left his first time. Robert on the go. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, he had that base stolen as soon as he broke for second. Such a huge lead. The pitcher's got to find a way to help out his catcher, especially if he doesn't have a great throwing arm. Step off the rubber, shrink that lead, somehow create a little bit more time where maybe you can prevent that stolen base.
One out and a runner at second. Top half of inning number 4. One now. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Ball 2.
Man at second. Got him looking for the K, and that's 4 strikeouts.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's the bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Go ahead run on base. Here's Francisco Lindor. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. That clips the corner. Two outs and one in scoring position. In there at the knees for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Gets to it with a slide. Fires to first. Got it! Nice play. We go to the bottom of the 4th. All even, 2 apiece. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Center fielder, Luis Acuna.
In there at the knees. His stolen base numbers this season are good enough to put him top 5 in baseball, Singy. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. Oh, 0-2 now. Here's a high chopper. Fires to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Up next for the White Sox, catcher Edgar Arrow.
And here's the catcher, Edgar Caro. 0 for 1 so far.
Ball 1.
And the 1-0. Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He was all over that one. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
And here is Sosa to the plate. He's 0 for 1. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Fouled off. He was late. One away, tie game, go-ahead run stands at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Chase Maidra steps to the plate for the White Sox. Fouls away the first offering. Two on, 1 out. Action in the pen down there. Reed Garrett, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Weaver getting cranked up as well. This one in the air, right field. And that's a fair ball. The throw home. It's offline, and he scores. It's 3-2.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
So now here's the DH, Miguel Vargas. Grounded out his first time up. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board, get 2 runners now in the scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now that can kind of backfire and kill your rally, but it worked out nicely. Now a chance to do some damage.
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Sosa on third. Maidra at second with 1 away. Ground ball left side. Long throw to first. And there are 2 outs.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Munetaka Murakami getting ready to hit. 1 for 2.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
2 on, 2 outs. Outside low. And the count is 2-0. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
This is one of those situations where the pitcher may not really want to deal with the guy in the box, and you got to be aware of that. Take your walk. I couldn't do it, but I think he can.
Oh, he can't handle it. Gets away. But all the runners hold. Austin Hayes up next for the White Sox. In the air to left center. Robert on his way over. He's got it, and that ends the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching White Sox baseball on the show, Chicago. Back at right field, we go to the top of the fifth. Juan Soto up now for the Mets.
Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Outside, ball 3.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
And now the Mets DH, Bo Bichette. First offering, runner goes. Swing and a high fly ball left field. 1 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
1 out man at first. Now Jorge Polanco. He's 2 for 2. There's the strike.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. Nice stop. The feed for 1 to first, 9 time. Great effort there.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Beatty in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate. And there's a ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Here we go, Jonathan.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 3. So the call stands. 1 challenge remaining for them now. Polanco, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a foul ball. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there, it's got a chance. Makes the catch up against the wall. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the White Sox 3 and the Mets 2. This is White Sox baseball on the show, Chicago. Back here on the south side, bottom of the inning, Austin Hayes steps to the plate for the White Sox.
You know, these White Sox doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Mauricio with the throw to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Colson Montgomery. And he's the home run leader on this team, Singy. Here comes the 0-1. Base hit, center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Up next for the White Sox.
Benintendi to the plate.
Right fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Man at first, one away. Check swing called strike. And now it's even 1-1. Slides for the stop. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5. It's the White Sox 3 and the Mets 2. Here on the south side, close game here and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. White Sox going with a new arm, Ryan Barucki.
Oh, he's having an excellent season so far. ERA's under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. Right through there for a strike. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Grant Taylor, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Dominguez also getting ready. Swings and misses, struck him out. So up next for New York, Ronnie Mauricio. And that one fouled off.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
And that one clips the corner.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Started after the 1-2 pitch, appeal to first. Nope, he held back. 2-2 down. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the tying run is on base.
Up next for the Mets.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here's Luis Robert, also known as La Pantera.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
There's the strike at the knees. This one smoked on its way out of here. Luis Robert hits one out. Homer number 25 of the year, and the Mets jump in front. It's 4-3.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Jared Young will hit next. And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike.
Nope. Ball one.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
2 runs across in the inning, and we're the top half of the 6th. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. One, 2 now. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. On the ground, right side, my draw. Slings to first, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Mets, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Ryan Borucki done for the night, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for the
Tyler
White Sox,
Gilbert takes over on the mound.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Back to the top of the Mets order, and now it's Frankie Lindor. 1 for 3.
Nope. That's high.
Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Two down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there. Mets had 2 runs on this blast. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Reed Garrett.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Well, 1-run game, leading off, Luis Angel Acuna.
Luis Angel Acuna.
Nope. That's
Stirring
not
in the bullpen for the Mets. Brooks Raley getting ready to go. Minter warming up as well.
He hasn't wanted a challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
There's a strike. That one finds the zone, and the count is even 2-2. That's a little bit low. Edgar Caro in the on-deck circle for the White Sox. To kick the 3-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
So up next for Chicago, Edgar Caro.
Really nice swing in his last at-bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
The 1-0. There goes the runner. And that one fouled off. Now quick throw to first. Acuna dives back in safely. Ball to strike. Line drive, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
They made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Now here is Lenin Sosa. That misses the zone, and that is ball one. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base, nobody out. That missed by a lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that is a big first out.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Two on, 1 out. And it's fouled off. The 1-1. Late swing, fouled off.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Reed Garrett won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, A.J. Minter.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Two aboard, 2 outs. Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. Has grounded out a couple of times. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Just missed. And now 2-0.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 on, 2 outs. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that will end the inning. White Sox strand a couple. They still trail it here, 4-3. Top of inning number 7, Juan Soto. Up now, he's among the league leaders in homers, and each one feels like it's launched into orbit.
Pitchers try to avoid him, but when they don't, boom. His impact shows up as consistently as anyone in the league.
Yeah, Singy, he doesn't just hit it far, he hits it loud.
Yeah, the ballpark doesn't stand a chance when he squares it up, Boog. That Tater total just keeps climbing.
Tater total! The 1-1. Now one missed. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count's even at 2. Got him. 1 up, 1 down. And next for New York, Bo Bichette. 0 for 3 in this one. And a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Gilbert in his 4th year, 32 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. That's to third. Over to first, and 2 away to start the 7th.
Up next for the Mets, first baseman Jorge Polanco.
Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads.
No, that's a ball. Yeah.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
2 down, nobody on. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Smoked on the ground to second. On to first, and Polanco is out. And the Mets go 1-2-3. It's the Mets 4 and the White Sox 3. Back at right field, taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season.
My homies rolling on the block. We saw some on our jocks. Drop top Benzo, sitting on Lorenzo's. European kid, looking real fresh, yo. Roll down the window.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Ball.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Austin Hayes steps to the plate for the White Sox. The 1-0. And another ball. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. And that misses off the outside edge. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. So that removes their last challenge. And a 3-1 on the way. Late on that fastball. The Mets trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. And ball 4 there. Tying run is on base.
Well, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk. If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Very high with that one. And the count even 1-1. Step off throw to first.
No, he got it.
Get it back safely. The 1-1. Swung on, belted. Way back there.
And that's a foul ball. Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the White Sox.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. A.J. Minter departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. The pitcher on here, Brooks Raley.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
This one in the air, center field. Brings it in, and that is the inning. Clean work out of the Mets bullpen there. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Mets 4 and the White Sox 3. You're watching White Sox baseball on the show, Chicago.
Now pitching for the
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Grant Taylor.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, one-run game. Brett Beatty now at the plate. Down the middle for a strike. It's 0-1.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. If it gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
That one catches the zone, and the count is 1-2. Just off the outside edge.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So they're now out of challenges. High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there, and it lands foul. So we reset, and we'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. What a stop. Over to first, and they get the out.
Up next for the Mets, catcher Francisco Alvarez.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. That's in for a strike. Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Mike Vassell, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Dominguez also throwing. 0-1.
Ball one.
And that one hammered. That's got a chance. Caught just shy of the wall.
Up next for the Mets, third baseman
Ronnie Mauricio digs in now.
That's the ball.
Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
The next pitch misses, and the count is 3-1. Two down, nobody on. Outside, and it's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
And now it's Luis Robert back in the 6th. He drove a 2-run shot out of here to help them get the lead they're working with.
Yeah, definitely one of the bigger moments in this game so far, and it could be one we look back on when this game is over as well. Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Mauricio off of first with 2 away. Line drive and foul ball. The 1-1. That one kicks away from the catcher. and the runner holds. On the ground to the left, Montgomery handles, throws to first. That is the inning. Mets strand one, and it remains a 4-3 game. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Center fielder, Luis Acuna.
And a strike on the outside edge. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Carrying well. And it bangs off the wall. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Edgar Carroll. Late swing fouled off. So the tying run is second. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate, and the runner holds. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Runner on third after the stolen base, even with the dropped strike 3.
Well, it's a good job of completing the strikeout at first base, but the one downside is it did allow that runner from second to move up to third, and that's with 1 out. They've got more ways now to get him home, and that makes it another strikeout situation coming up.
High fly ball out to left field. Soto settles underneath it. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Runner from third into score. And they've tied it again.
Productive at bat for sure right there. Nice sac fly. Ties up the ball game. And now they've got to look for a way to go ahead.
So no one on after the sac fly. Chase Maidra steps to the plate for the White Sox. This to third. Mauricio whips it to first. That's the inning. So they even it up here as we head for a good finish to this one. 9th inning coming up, and we are tied 4-4. Back here on the south side, we go to the 9th. Jared Young up now for the Mets. On the ground to third, Sosa. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Up next for the Mets, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Next to hit, Francisco Lindor. He's one of the best players in the game.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Outside with a breaking ball. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Sean Newcomb, the closer, is getting loose. Four in the 9th.
Oh.
And foul fouled off. That's in there. That's strike 2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Tied at 4. In the dirt. 3-2 now. In the air, left field. Benintendi has a beat on it. And there are 2 down.
Up next to the Mets, left fielder Juan Soto.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Grant Taylor will depart, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Here comes the closer here in the ninth, Sean Newcomb.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Soto in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. To the right side, and he can't come up with it. The throw into second. The tag, and they get him. So a sloppy play there, but it ends the inning.
Ryder tried to stretch that one into a double, but he wasn't about to let that happen. Nice job to get to the ball and fire that one into second just in time to get the out and end the inning.
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth, Luke Weaver.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Here's the White Sox DH, Miguel Vargas.
Designated hitter, Miguel Vargas.
Late on that fastball. Action in the Mets bullpen. Devin Williams, the closer of the staff, is throwing. And now the 0-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Just misses with that one.
That's a really good take.
And now the count is even. Slider misses outside. Munetaka Murakami would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. And a payoff pitch. Check swing, appeal to first. Yes, he did. Down he goes on strikes.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
And now the first baseman, Munetaka Murakami. Little chopper rolls foul. And that one upstairs, ball one. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beat.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
And up next for Chicago, Austin Hayes. That one fouled off. Hayes trying to send this to extra innings. Hard liner coming on Robert, and he's there. Nothing doing for the White Sox. Still all square at 4 apiece.
Gotta re-up the deal. We got the mass appeal. Whole lot of facts on facts on facts on facts on facts for real. Major League World Series Game 7. Whole lot of cap.
Here on the south side, on to extra innings. Bo Bichette up now for the Mets.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Base hit left field. Byers to the plate. Safe at home. And the runner scores from second. And they've got the lead in extra innings.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And the batter now, Jorge Polanco. Little trouble with this one behind the plate. This one in the air right field. And he makes the catch.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman, Brett Beatty.
One out man at first. So up next for New York, Brett Beatty.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Activity in the bullpen. Jordan Hicks, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Dominguez getting loose as well. Now the 0-1. And that one is inside.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. In the air, right field. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Those plays are challenging for outfielders because of the chase to the ball. You know you have to do everything perfect just to track it down. Sometimes even that's not enough to make the catch.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. 0 for 4. 3 flyouts and a strikeout. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Two on, 1 out. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Popped up. Infield fly called there.
Batter's out.
Mets, third baseman, Ronnie Mauricio.
2 outs, runners at first and second. Now the third baseman, Ronnie Mauricio. There's a strike.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Check swing. He went, and it's 0-2. Two on, 2 outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Oh!
First and second, 2 down. And here in extra innings.
That's a ball.
Stays alive. That one misses, and that's ball 3. Luis Robert Jr. would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Here comes a 3-2. And that'll load the bases.
A real bad time for a walk. You're trailing in this ball game, trying to keep things close. They've been in a difficult spot, and things aren't getting any easier.
Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Sean Newcomb is done, and he leaves with the bases loaded, so he'll look for some help from his teammate coming in behind him. A new arm into the game, the righty, Jordan Hicks.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Here's Luis Robert.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
That one's in there. Strike 1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. So they're all loaded up. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. That one carrying. Gone. Big time blast. A grand slam. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job with the plate.
Young in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Hicks. This is his 60th appearance of the year. And they traded for him earlier this year. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball 2.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle into the outfield, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But it's a huge 5-run inning, and it gives them the lead. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Mets 9 and the White Sox 4. This is White Sox baseball on The Show, Chicago. Back second-rate field. On to the bottom of the 10th. Colson Montgomery steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Oh!
Ground ball right side, and that's a fair ball. Hayes coming around third. He will score. It's 9-5, and he'll pull into second safely.
Picks himself up an RBI. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Benintendi up here. Clips the corner, and that's strike one. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. They'll keep their remaining challenge. One on, nobody out, a run in here in extra innings.
Oh!
Man at second. And that clips the inside corner. Battling here as he fouls it away. Missed with a changeup, and the count's full. And ball forward to a board.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there, but with first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Luke Weaver out of the game. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for the Mets,
Devin Williams on to try and close it out.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Luis Angel Acuna, the next to hit.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Williams, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you. Expect
hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. And they cut into the deficit.
Sure, there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Stepping in, Edgar Carroll. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike one. Just missed. And the count 1-2. Sets him down on strikes. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. So up now for Chicago, Lenny and Sosa. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Four runs already in the frame, and the home team trying to pull it out. That one way inside.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Hard ground ball for a base knock. And that puts the tying run on base.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Chase Mydra will hit next. First offering and it just misses. The Mets trying to close out a one-run lead, and we're in the last half of the 10th. Oh, he can't hang on. Still slings it to second, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out.
For the White Sox, designated hitter, Miguel Vargas.
White Sox down to their final out. So now it's the White Sox DH, Miguel Vargas. 0 for 4, 2 ground outs, a flyout, and a strikeout. Off the plate inside, ball 1.
Well, with the tying run at first base, he's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
The 1-0. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed to me. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. 2-0. Fastball for a strike.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
They're down to their final strike. Tying run at first, the winning run at the plate. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
And the final here today, 9-8. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long from the south side of Chicago.
sit in my b-boy stance with flip-flops and socks and sweatpants. I'm finna enhance your brain. Check it out. Once upon a time, not long ago, when the player from the point didn't have no flow. Hit me from a tennis shoe, walking through the store, caught a player slipping, but now I lay it to the flow just like Harvey.